Hello, my beautiful people. It is your favorite girl, Camalicious, coming at you again. Another week of reality recaps. So, as you guys know, I have been doing the 90-day fiance before the 90 days recaps. I have been, sharing my thoughts and everything. And so, like I said, I'm not using the memoji right now because it takes it takes multiple try just to get like a 30-second video. So but using this cucumber is so much more fun. I can record the videos a lot longer. So I've been trying out some names. I was thinking maybe Coco the cucumber, maybe, I don't know, we're gonna keep playing around with it. Oh, something in my nose like Okay, so first up, we're catching up with Tigerlily, and Adnan, your favorite, Arab money boy. Okay, so it looks like they're getting ready for the wedding. Okay, if you guys remember last week, they kind of met pretty quickly. They did like a marriage signing, whatever, and you remember she wasn't able to like recite the Muslim words like sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Why did I say it that way? I feel like that's the only way I can be able to say it right. Okay, moving on. So Tigerlily tells us, she's pretty much excited. Like she says, like, this is a very first wedding, which was kind of like surprising to me. She said she had a shotgun wedding, and I'm like, okay, I guess that makes sense, because she actually ended up getting married to her first husband because she ended up being pregnant. Okay, so it was kind of like shotgun wedding. Okay, so I actually looked up her husband, and her husband got money. Woo, he got money. I was like, Tigerlily, can you teach a cucumber? Because I am tired of dealing with all this broke. Yeah, and then there's reminding us like, okay, it's fine with Cruz being in the same room with Tigerlily, because I think they've known each other from like a very long time ago. And so it's like, oh, well, Cruz is like a brother to her. And it's like, oh, no, Shay, you will watch. Okay? You will open your eye and watch and make sure that nothing happens when I'm away. And I was like, what's going to happen? This guy looked like he... Permit me to say this. Can I say this on YouTube without getting canceled? It looked like Fruity Pebbles, okay? Fruity Pebbles. This guy got some fruity going on, okay? All right. So, forgive me, guys. I'm going to be looking down on my, multiple times, because I'm looking at my notes to make sure I'm covering every single thing so I can give you all the tea. Okay. Whoa. And guess what? Not even 2 seconds later, okay, there comes two men, Osama and Mahmoud. Are you sure this is plan? Okay, Osama and Mahmoud are both videographers, and they're men. They are men, okay? So, Tigerlily was like, wait a minute, is this okay for these two guys to be in here? How is it okay for them to be in here? Because it makes no sense. I mean, my husband, wait, I can't talk like her, but she talks so slow. Oh my God, I want to slap her. Like, yo, get to the end of the sentence. I want to know what you're talking about. Anyways, let me try. My husband and... I cannot do it. Well, basically, okay, I'm not even going to try to, do the Tigerlily voice. I cannot. All right. So basically, she's saying that Osama... Oh, Jesus Christ. That just say Osama. Sorry, her husband... Adnan says she can't be in the same room with different men, but it looks like it's fine because Adnan was the one who ordered for these videographers. Makes no sense. So I mean, I reason with her too, because she's like, wait a minute, is this fine? Am I supposed to be in the same room with them? It makes no sense. She's just like, wait, why? It seems like everybody is just like picking and choosing whatever law or rules of like the Muslim religion works for them. Just convenience. Ridiculous. I agree, Tigerlily. I do agree. Okay, so She also tells Cruz and Shay, like, hey, I'm just so happy that he like is so concerned about all these men being in the same room with me because I'm his most prized possession. And I was like, girl, are you a thing? Are you a thing? But then again, this lady looks like she's pretty excited to be that.
But when I open up the door and I see that the videographers are men, I am a little bit confused because I'm not supposed to be around men.
Tigerlily is telling Cruz and Shay that Adnan has no work to do in the other room. Basically, if you've not done the before, basically, like as a man, you're just supposed to know because you're born with it. That's what she says. Like cavemen.
Aren't they just born with it? Like, isn't it like caveman type stuff?
You, me, sex.
Cut to Adnan telling us that this is the most important moment, okay? Because his wedding day is basically like a suit. I really did like that, but that's it. That's all for them. The part where Adnan was walking like so fast to the door just reminds me of like Squidward from SpongeBob SquarePants. I don't know why. But I feel like with the sound effects, it drives the point home. The wheelchair was not just like by chance. If you recall, Brian is on a wheelchair, right? And this happened because his ex-wife basically planned a carjacking. Okay, and this was because it was actually involved with selling cocaine in the past. So basically, it was selling drugs and it was using it. And this is what Ingrid was concerned about. She was like, oh, if you sold it before, maybe you do it again. And then he was like, oh, I can't believe she's gonna say that about me. Like I've heard, she's just like, what's gonna happen? Will he go back to his drug life? Blah blah blah. Well, that's basically about both of them. Moving on. Next on the menu is Niles. Niles Valentine. That's his name. Pretty nice. He's from Alabama. Okay, he's into fantasy, game, and role playing. He describes it as symbiosis, which honestly, when I was in school, I thought symbiotic relationship is like, okay, like between like a plant and an animal, they're benefiting from each other. Is that it? I don't know. Oh, now I feel like I don't know. So basically, it says it's something impressive, but now he is autistic. Okay, so he has autism spectrum disorder. All right, so that means he is very heightened to noises and smell, light, everything. And so if he was like is gonna be able to smell Matilda's bullshit. Maybe. So Mr. Niles works as a peer advocate because I think he says he likes to stand up for people just like him, which I think is pretty nice. So he's very well loved at his job. Okay, everybody loves him. So every single time he comes in, well, actually they showed us like an example. He walks in and everyone's like, hey, how's it going? Saying that. And then he says repetition is great. He likes to repeat the same thing over and over. I think that just gives him like some kind of sense of comfort, I guess. I don't know. I know it's very hard. People who have autism. I don't know that much about it. Honestly, I've not really learned much about autism. But I think this will be I've told everybody, all my villagers, everybody in the church, everybody in my area, everybody in my like local township, like, bro, come on, calm down. You've not even met him yet. You've not met him yet, Matilda. Why are you telling everybody? So yeah, this is gonna be a roller coaster ride. Let's see how this is gonna play out. Oh, and basically he proposed 5 months into their relationship, like over the phone. Who proposes like over the phone? I don't know. Anyway, basically, after he proposed, Matilda just got it in her head that, oh, they're gonna get married, everybody's gonna know. But he's like, wait a minute, I think I need to take this slow. So basically, he's trying to propose the whole marriage thing, but he doesn't know how to tell Matilda. And so it feels like every single time he has an liar, so he has to lie his way just so he can keep people or keep relationships together, which I don't think that's great. I feel like if somebody really loves you, you should tell them the truth. Like, hey, listen, I'm not ready to get married. I know we were vibing over the phone. I really liked you. We were just all in the moment. But now we're going to meet each other. We're going to see each other's likes, dislikes, things that maybe annoys you, your pet peeves, things like that. Like, you get to know each other before you make that lifelong decision to marry somebody that you don't know. All right, so we're catching up with Faith and Loren. You guys know I love Faith. She is my favorite, okay? Well, basically, Loren is in Manila in the Philippines, and it was for like maybe 4 days in the Philippines. And so Faith is a little concerned, like, hey, I'm just kind of concerned that you have such a very small amount of money for the entire time that you're going to be here. So let's try to budget your money. Let's try to make sure that you are not spending, oh my God, why is a fly in here?
Why are there flies in here?
So basically, Mama Ding tells Loren, like, hey, just so you know, it's like hard for foreigners to get a job here because like you're just going to come, you can't get anything, so you're just going to be basically broke. You can't even eat, whatever. And so my Faith, oh my God, she was so sad. You can literally tell from her face. She was not happy about anything that they were talking about at all. And so Loren was like, oh, I can get a computer job. I can work remotely and then I'll get paid American dollars. And I'm like, bro, you literally have no skills. I'm sorry, am I tripping, or were you not just in America working as a drag queen assistant, which by the way, it's not even a job in the first place. You are just a help. Basically, you don't get paid. Like, you are not on, like, you don't even have a W-2, bro. I've actually been watching a lot about that. And I was like, this guy is just something else. He's something else. He has nothing to lose. So obviously, this is the reason why he's just acting all wild. And then in the next week, we found out that Loren has a STD. And the way he was smiling about it, there was something really creepy about that. I'm like, who gets this kind of news and you're just flexing? And you're smiling like it's some kind of like award. Like you got a text message that you got an award. No, you got a text message that you got gonorrhea body. How is that funny? I don't like when people do that. It makes no sense to me. Disgusting.